Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you check out my brand new YouTube channel, Green's House. Amazing interviews with interesting people. Also, this is 100% viewer funded. So dig all the way up inside your generosity. Pull something out for me. Cash App will be in the description box. So sometimes, well, you've heard the phrase, truth is stranger than fiction, meaning the things that really happen are far more weird or disgusting or whatever topic you're talking about, but things are much stranger in real life than you could ever make up. Like you could dream up the most weird fantasy intergalactic, it's like Star Wars. It's super cool, and there's sorcerers and your magicians and dragons. Like you could think of the most crazy, nonsensical fantasy story ever. And it pales in comparison to what really happens. So in Davos, Switzerland, they're getting ready for the summit, another climate summit in Davos, Switzerland, where they wag their finger, you guys better stop driving your SUVs. And then they pull up in SUVs. You guys better recycle and go green as you just landed in your fucking carbon spewing jet. And I'll never back down from this. I believe one of these days I got to look up the numbers of kidnappings of missing children in Davos, Switzerland on a regular day versus when all these world leaders show up. Because I guarantee you they're doing some freaky, weird, nasty, illegal, demonic shit. Why wouldn't they? Who's going to stop them? So they were there this past Wednesday, and you know what they were doing? You remember in school, you have the fire drill. If you're from California, you have an earthquake drill. That's where they announce the drill over the speaker or the intercom, and you have to duck and cover. You get on your desk, you cover up, you cover your head and your neck, and you wait for them to stop the drill. And then you go outside and you line up with your class on the grass, right? So this is kind of what they're doing, but it's on a much bigger scale. So all these world leaders show up to come up with a plan of action for pathogen X. What the hell is that? I never heard of that. Well, they have. It's them basically doing a mock pandemic. So let's say another pandemic hits, right? Another pandemic hits. They want to have a plan of action. They don't want to be caught with their pants down this time. Even though, probably most of them love to have their pants down. But they don't want to get caught slipping. So it's just a precautionary. They're just taking precautions. They're just running a little mock drill in case it happens again. So wait a minute. The world leaders got together to do a mock pathogen drill just in case. Just in case. Nothing's going to happen. We're not saying anything's going to happen. We're just taking precautions. But didn't Sloppy Joe and others tell us, there's going to be a second pandemic? So you guys they're doing it for us. They're doing us a favor. They're being prepared so that we don't have to suffer again. So they can make it better for us and make it safer for us. So we don't get sick and we don't die, right? They're doing this for us because they care. Bullshit. You know how the saying goes, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, there's some weird shit going on. I think that's how it goes. But this reeks of deviance. They're not talking about another pandemic. They don't have a plan of action. They're planning the next pandemic. They're not planning to help us. They're not uniting and putting all their great minds together to keep the masses safe. Those motherfuckers are in there planning the next one. But Jericho, that's a conspiracy theory. Take off your tinfoil hat. There are no such things as tinfoil hats anymore. Anything could happen. And I would love to hearken back to times where we didn't think they would do this to us. But we now know they will. They tell us, well, no. That we're just playing it safe. We're hedging our bets because we care about you. We heart you. Fuck you guys. You guys are lying. They're planning the next one. But the question isn't when it's going to happen or if it's going to happen. The question is, how are we going to respond to it? Are we going to lay down? Are we going to get in line again like sheep? And we're just going to march around with our fucking masks on? Our masks and our social distancing? Are we going to fall for that shit again? I don't know. That is the $1 million question. But I'll meet you in the comments. Give me your answer. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Make sure you check out, like, and subscribe to my new channel, Green's House, and hit the Teespring link to get some merch. I am Jericho Green. And man, I'm out.